First graders, it's time for phonics. Rashid is ready for us. Make sure you have a whiteboard and marker or a pencil and paper or pen with you. If you don't have those, pause the video and go get them quickly. Are you ready? All right, here we go. I have something to tell you. When us teachers were kids, we were taught that there was only one way to learn all these SNAP words. That's right. We were told that the only way to learn them was to memorize them. We used to have to say the spellings over and over again to ourselves like this. From, F-R-O-M, from, F-R-O-M, F-R-O-M, F-R-O-M. I would have loved if someone had told me that one way to remember how to spell the word said is to think of the word say. That's easy to remember. But above all, it makes sense. Today, I want to remind you that the easiest way to learn a word is to figure out why the word is spelled as it is. Lots and lots of spellings up here make perfect sense. I also want to teach you that spellings that don't make sense are often tricky in just one part. Let me show you what I mean. Here's a true story. When it's time to figure out a word, how to teach you how to do a word, I can think about which words sound like they're supposed to and which ones are tricky. Let's see. We don't need to memorize them. Let's figure out which ones sound like they're supposed to. They're spelled like it sounds, and which ones are tricky. Let's sort a few words into these two groups. One where the spelling makes sense, and the other one that it's trickier. Are you ready to help me? Here's my first word. Do you know this word? What is it? You're right, it's wait. So let's say it slowly and let's see, is it spelled like it sounds or is there just one part that's tricky? Eight. Do all the parts spell like it sounds? What do you think? You're right. Yes. Eight. You're right. Let's try another one. Do you know this word? Say it. Very. Let's do the same thing. Let's look from beginning all the way to the end and see, is it spelled like it sounds or is it tricky? Very. Very. It's spelled V-E-R-Y. Let's study the parts and figure out if it's one of the words that doesn't look like it's spelled. Let's start at the beginning. Very. Yeah, it says looks like that looks and sounds the same. Now let's do the next part. Look at the middle. What does this part sound like? You're right. It says air. I see E-R, which usually says That doesn't match. It isn't spelled like it sounds. I agree. Yes, it's tricky. But just the one part is tricky, just the middle. Are you ready to do some? I have some more. What's this word? You're right, 4. Right? Start at the beginning. See, is it spelled like it sounds or is it tricky? What do you think? You're right. Or, or, or. It does say or. You're right. We know that word. We can remember or. Let's look at another one. You ready? What's this word? All right, look all the way from the beginning to the end. Check each part. Is it spelled like it sounds or is it tricky? Ooh, what do you think? Yeah, it's tricky, right? Which part is tricky though? You. What do you hear? All you hear is a U. Yeah, so this beginning part is tricky. U. I have 3 more words for you to look at. Can you try these 3? See if you know where they go. Don't forget to look from the beginning to the middle of the word, all the way to the end. Did you figure it out? Which one's spelled like it sounds and which one is tricky? Yeah, look. Where does it go? Yeah, k. Spelled like it sounds. You're right. They. Where does it go? Tricky. You're right. Which part is different? The, A. That says A. Let's check this one. Like. Where did you think? You're right. It's spelled like it sounds. Like. Yes. So anytime you are trying to spell one of these tricky snap words, you can think which part of that word is tricky. And if you remember which part it is and help yourself figure that out and study it, it will help you spell it the right way. Before you stop phonics today, why don't you try writing those words and practice seeing if you can figure out which ones are tricky and which ones are spelled like they sound. Have a go. Try it out.